Open Source Intelligence Passive Reconnaissance presentation by myself, Alan Mohendo, a student at Grand Canyon University. We begin with a brief description of what a whaling attack is. This is a type of spear phishing attack that focuses on high-profile targets like CEOs and CFOs or other senior executives. It's a very dangerous trend since existing security systems work based on a flaw in grammar, suspicious email, links, and intent. The goal is usually to steal sensitive information from the company to initiate fraudulent financial transactions. When an email doesn't have any of the issues like this, it becomes very difficult to intercept and recognize for what it is. Red flags to look out for are vague unusual activity claim, threatening account closure, requesting login credentials via a link, generic greetings, suspicious links, and lack of specific account details. It's very crucial to always verify unexpected requests through official channels and never click on suspicious links or provide sensitive information via email. For a case study, we shall look at CVS, one of the Fortune 500 companies in the world. Reconnaissance stage. This stage is the information gathering phase in penetration testing. Here you identify potential vulnerabilities and entry points. You perform passive reconnaissance using OSINT techniques, conduct active scanning of ports, identify technologies and software versions in use, discover potential vulnerabilities through the research. The attack vector could be email scams and attachments, sending malicious messages or files via email and social media accounts like Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. This is some of the scanning that was performed through Maltego, Facebook, and osintframework.com. The information gathered were the domain name, the person of interest, their position, their email, and there are several transfer hubs that can be used, including the free ones or the paid ones on the Maltego software. This is an example of what a phishing email would look like. Whaling phishing attacks are often successful for several reasons. Personalization. These attacks are highly targeted and often use detailed personal information. Authority bias. Employees are more likely to comply with requests that appear to come from senior executives. Time pressure. Whaling emails often create a sense of urgency, pushing targets to act quickly without thorough verification. Attackers also use advanced psychological manipulation techniques tailored to the target's position and responsibilities. These phishing attempts often feature well-crafted emails that closely mimic legitimate communications in style and content. Whaling attacks leverage the trust associated with high-level positions within organizations. Executives may have less cybersecurity training or may believe they are less vulnerable to such attacks. These targeted attacks are often crafted to evade standard email filters and security measures. The potential high-value payoff motivates attackers to invest more time and resources into these attacks. Lack of verification protocols. Many organizations lack robust processes for verifying unusual requests from executives. Attackers often have detailed knowledge of internal processes, making their requests seem legitimate. Targets may hesitate to question or report suspicious communications from parents, superiors. To encounter these attacks, organizations need to have comprehensive security awareness training, robust verification processes, and technical controls specifically designed to detect and prevent sophisticated phishing attempts. Christian perspective, the legal and ethical considerations for conducting penetration tests involve several key points, which include respect for authority, as Romans 13, verse 1 and 2 states that, let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. Honesty and integrity, as Proverbs 11:1 says, the Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. Do not harm. Jesus taught to love your neighbors as yourself in Mark 12:31. Truth and transparency. Ephesians 4:25 encourages speaking truthfully. In context of penetration testing, this means providing accurate, comprehensive reports of findings and being transparent about methodologies used. Ethical considerations and legal authorities to be considered while conducting a penetration test. Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, Electronic Communications Privacy Act, state-specific cybersecurity laws, data protection regulation, e.g. GDPR, if applicable. Ethical considerations will include obtaining written, explicit permission before testing, clearly defining and adhering to the scope of the test, handle any discovered data specifically, especially personal information, with utmost care, report the findings accurately, maintain confidentiality of client information, and use professional judgment when legal and ethical considerations conflict. Christian perspective, conducting a penetration test ethically means not only following the letter of the law, but also its spirit. It involves acting with integrity, respecting others, property and privacy, and using one's skills to protect rather than harm. Proverbs 2:6 says, for the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. This can be applied to using technical skills responsibly and ethically in cybersecurity. In conclusion, a Christian approach to penetration testing would emphasize legal compliance, ethical behavior, transparency, and commitment to using one's skills for protection and the greater good, all while recognizing the ultimate authority of God and the responsibility that comes with the knowledge and skills he has provided.